Hi, Dr. Marianne again. Thanks for tuning in for tip number 5 on how to unlock your child's genius. So the U, I'm going to use the letter U, which is going to stand for unlock. Unlocking the genius mind of the dyslexic child. So we're doing this so they can read without being overwhelmed, write better paragraphs, speak up, share their ideas, move to the top of their class in reading, and so that they would love school and that they love learning. Did you know that music plays a big role in dyslexic kids' lives? How many kids do you know that love to listen to music while they learn, while they study? How many like to listen to music in the background? How many of them like an earbud in their ear? Just move that earbud to the left ear, okay? So many dyslexic people really do excel in theater and arts. Tom Cruise, Henry Winkler were some of my favorites in the arts. So I have a music app, and it's huge in helping kids learning to read. And they learn at an accelerated rate. We see the kids in kindergarten and preschool that love to move and wiggle and use music. But then when they get to first grade, the music goes away. And that's when kids start realizing they're struggling with learning. So I have a friend who is the director of the Arts Center in Pomona. It's called the DA Center of the Arts. When people first started learning that I was helping kids with dyslexia, and they knew the connection of dyslexia and how kids were very artistic, 3 people recommended I meet Margaret. And we loved our relationship. Margaret is now our fiscal sponsor for our nonprofit. And she's so delighted. Yeah, I was thinking of all the compliments she gives. Every time Margaret opens her mouth, pearls of wisdom flow out, and she's just so articulate and just such beauty in her words. So I have musical friends who can play so many instruments, and they have beautiful voices. I have a friend who had a family band, and she admitted that she has dyslexia. So the music app I developed has 28 spelling exercises and 8 sentence groups. Kids are making 1 to 3 year gains in only 6 weeks. And that's 30 sessions. So that's reading vocabulary, reading fluency, and or reading comprehension. I want to tell you the story of Daniela. She was an 8th grader and a second language learner. And her dad came to us when I had a tutoring program, and he said he had tried so many programs, none of them were being effective for her. And he came to us because Daniela loved music, and he thought she would at least cooperate and be agreeable to be in our program. After 2 weeks, he started seeing a big difference in her behavior, and her self-esteem started increasing. After 6 weeks, when I gave him her post-test scores, she had made 3 year gains in reading vocabulary, comprehension, and reading fluency. And her grandfather started crying. Imagine that. Daniela's mom was in prison, and her grandfather thought she was on that track to be in prison. And he told me, our home used to be a battlefield, and now she gets along with us. She's not getting detentions in school. She's doing her homework and turning it in. And she's getting along with her peers. He said, this is really a miracle. What are you doing? And I said, I'm using music with phonics. And it has to be structured literacy, and it really works. And then he asked me a question that changed my life forever. Are you a doctor? Well, you got to imagine it got my attention because I've been trying to share this with schools for years and not getting them to listen. So that's what prompted me to go back to college and get another degree. That's when I got my doctorate. And it took me 7 years to get that doctorate. And now I'm bringing this information to you. Music paired with structured literacy to help kids read brings accelerated results. You've got to try it. Reach out to me. So thanks for listening to step 5, tip 5, wait for tip 6, which is next. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye now.